Hey, y'all. Hey. Happy Sunday and good morning. I'm sure you can already tell by the title of this video that this is a very serious video. This is a very serious topic. And I actually took some notes down right here in front of me in my book because I don't want anything to get lost and I don't want to forget anything. So, I'm not sure if you guys see my video last night. I posted, it was a new series that I just started on a channel, and it's actually called My Diary. And so the series on my channel is called My Diary. And you guys have to go and watch this video, which is more like listening, because I try to do it in like a podcast form to where as though I blacked out the screen and I just was actually talking to you guys because I just wanted you to hear what I was thinking and feeling and what I needed to say. So So I told you guys some very key points in that video about how, I've been strengthening my spirituality, how I've been praying to God, how I've been like trying to like build a relationship with him and get to know him more. And he's been speaking to me and leading me and guiding me and things like that. I was telling you guys in the video that I was struggling with putting that series out there and actually battling of whether or not I should do it. And I felt like in my spirit that the time was now to do it. And that's exactly what I said. I said, I felt like the time was now. Now is the time, because I felt like that's what God was telling me to do. So I just did it. As you guys can see, it was just like on a whim. I just recorded it. I edited it and I uploaded it right away. I actually released the video last night. So if you have not checked it out already, stop this video before you watch it. Go over to my last video. It'll say like transitioning into more spiritual life, my diary entry number 1. Go watch it, please, before you watch this video. So before my Facebook got blocked, I was actually talking to an old friend and we was catching up. And I was just telling my friend how, I haven't been speaking to my family and that it was all this drama and that I really didn't really understand what it was all about. To my knowledge, it was just because of the person that I decided to love and be with and be in a relationship with. But then it turned into a whole nother thing that even yet still in this moment that I'm really still not sure about. But it was probably just a bunch of like emotions and feelings and just things that should have been released that have not been released. So it all like came out negatively. And when I was talking to my friend was telling me that, Alicia, you really need to forgive your family, because that's something that I just learned, that you can actually like stop your blessings, or you could actually like not be prepared for where God is trying to take you if you're holding on to any type of like negative feelings or emotions or like not forgiving people. So when my friend said it, I was just kind of like, oh yeah, well, I'll forgive them. Is nothing to me. Like, I forgive them. It just is what it is. I'm just, going on with my life. That was my attitude. That's exactly what I had said. So, my friend was just like speaking to me and telling me like, Alicia, I'm so proud of you and I love you and I just see you doing great things. And I just, want to encourage you to keep doing those things and stuff like that. My friend was telling me that like I'm a very good person and I have a really good heart, and that I need to learn like who deserves my love, and I need to learn what it is that I want. That's what it is. I need to have a clear vision of what it is that I want. And I remember thinking about it, and I was like, their words were, you need to close your eyes and you need to vision exactly what it is that you want, the life that you want, the car that you want to be driving, the house that you want to be living in, what it is that you want to be doing for a living, who it is that you want to be with. Like, what does this person look like that you desire to be with? How does this person treat you, and how it is that I would like to look for myself? Like, how do I vision myself? Like, just have like a real clear vision, right? And I was like thinking to myself, like, maybe that is something I should do, because I didn't really feel like I had a clear vision. Like, I just had a general idea of like certain things. Like, okay, I know I don't want to live where I was living previously, so I know I want to move somewhere else. So like right now I'm content where I'm at, but it's kind of like I'm blocking myself in a sense. Like, I'm not allowing myself to fully dream and like fully like have a clear vision. You know what I'm saying? So that gave me something to think about. And I thought, like, last night after I did that video, I figured, like, you know what? I'm going to get some good sleep tonight, and I'm going to like pray, and I'm really going to like close my eyes and vision the life I want before I go to sleep. Right, guys? Okay. So I laid there and I just couldn't get settled. Like, I couldn't go to sleep. I was calm, I was peaceful, and everything was quiet. I was in the dark. I just couldn't sleep. So I prayed and I prayed and I prayed and I prayed and I prayed. And I said, you know what? I'm going to just go take a sleep aid. This should put me right to sleep and everything should be fine, right? Okay, y'all. So I took the sleep aid and I climbed back in the bed, and I'm laying there and I'm closing my eyes and I'm really trying to vision everything it is that I want. And I cannot get a clear vision of what it is that I want, guys. But what I am starting to vision is I'm starting to vision things that I've been through. I'm starting to see the blow up of me arguing with my family. I'm starting to see like all the fights from the relationships that I was in. I'm just starting to see different ways that I was hurt. That's what I started to see. I started to see pain. I didn't see nothing, like, I didn't see anything happy. It just seemed like I was almost going through a flash of my life in a way. This is what I started to see. So it started troubling my spirit. So I just got up and I sat up and I got some water. I drank some water and I'm like, God, what is this? Because I'm tired now and I'm ready to go to sleep. And I'm trying to get a clear vision of what it is that I want to look like, the type of person that I want to be, the type of life that I want to have, the type of people that I want to be surrounded around. I'm trying to get a clear vision on that, but it's like somewhere along the line it's blocked. Something's blocking me. So I drank some water and I lay back down. I still can't get this vision, guys. I doze off. Boom. This is where things get crazy. Now, I normally have dreams that's very like vivid, and I have been known to have dreams that come to pass, or certain things in my dreams will symbolize certain things, or it'll be like premeditation of things that's to come and stuff like that. I've done this. Like, it was a time where I actually was pregnant, and I had a dream that I was going to have a miscarriage. And in my dream, I was in the hospital, and in my dream, I didn't understand why I was in the hospital. When I woke up, I was like, what the heck was that dream all about? And I was in a gown, and I kept wondering to myself, why am I in the gown? I'm clearly the patient, so what's going on here? And I can remember in the dream that I was in the bed, and nurse had ended up coming in. And in my dream, I seen a baby, and the nurse had took the baby, and she had walked away. And I had woke up. And then I ended up going back into the dream. You know how you try to come up out the dream because it freak you out. So I ended up going back into the dream. And when I went back into the dream, I was really sad, but I didn't understand why I was so sad. You know what I'm saying? And then I remember like trying to escape this hospital. So I jumped up and I'm in this gown and I'm running through the hospital, and I'm trying to get out of here. Like, I just wanted to get out of there. And I would say that the next day when I went to my OBGYN appointment, they had ended up telling me that, they didn't hear the baby heartbeat anymore and that I ended up having a miscarriage. Now, this was back when I was with my ex husband. You know what I'm saying? Before I had Messiah, I actually had a miscarriage. That's something that you guys don't know. But I actually had a dream about that, so I didn't know what it was until actually that next day when I went to my doctor's appointment and the baby's heartbeat wasn't there anymore, and I had to go through like the whole procedure of like, getting all the baby and everything removed out of me and everything. It was a really traumatic situation for me because I ended up having to like go into the operating room, and it was super cold in there, and really just they had to like clean me out and everything because I was far enough along to where as though the heart was beating and everything. So I say all that to say I've been known to have dreams that's really vivid, that comes true, whatever. This dream though was unlike anything I've ever had in my life. So I never had an actual dream where the actual presence of God was there. So let me tell you guys about the dream. So in my dream, if you see me closing my eyes, guys, it's only because I'm trying to remember everything and picture it and see it. So in this dream, guys, God was calling me. He was calling me. And it was like I was rising up, and I can just see like this really bright, bright light, but I couldn't see him, but I knew it was God. And he was calling me. And he was calling me by my name. And he was saying, Alicia, Alicia. So I'm freaking out. I'm like, in my dream, I'm looking like, am I bugging out or what? But I had this sense of just calm and just peacefulness there. And before I could like even rise up to him, he brought me to him. So he brought me to him. And in my dream, it was almost like I was levitating. But once I got to a certain level, I was placed on ground, some type of solid ground, right? Right, guys? So it's super, super crazy. I'm standing on this ground. And the craziest thing about it is that it's nothing else around me. Although I'm on ground, it's nothing else around me. Like, I can't tell you that there's trees around anything. Wherever I am, it's an empty space that is me and God here. You know what I'm saying? So I'm asking God, what is it? What is it that you want to tell me? Because I feel like if he's calling me, he must want to tell me something. So I'm asking him, God, what is it that you want to tell me? And it gets really, my hand is shaking. So if the camera is shaking, y'all, it's because I'm super spiritually bothered right now. My hand is shaking. But it felt like silence. And I was waiting for him to speak. And I thought I would hear him speaking like in an authoritative voice. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't that. It felt like he wasn't speaking, but he was speaking. But when I heard him, it sounded like a thought in my mind. And it's so weird because normally when I feel like God speaks to me, it always seems like it's a thought. Like it's a small, still voice that comes in your head, and it feels like a thought. It feels like almost something that you put in your own mind. If it makes sense, let me know. So the voice that I heard was coming out as thoughts, small thoughts, and everything is completely silent at this time, guys. And I started getting clarity. The voice is telling me like I'm going through a spiritual warfare right now. And God is telling me that he needs me. I need you. I need you. This is what he's saying, that I'm going through a spiritual warfare. And then he says, I'm looking at my book right now, y'all. He tells me to let go of all idols. And at the time, I didn't really know what he meant. But once I did my research and understood, God was telling me to let go of all of the things that I was putting before him. You know, people, relationship, places, things, social media, everything. He clearly said, let go of all the idols. And that was scary for me because if you guys watched the last video, I told you that I've been out of Instagram for months, and yesterday my Facebook, I got locked out of it. Now, what you guys don't know is that I've been having a still voice in my head for months and months to like change everything, delete everything on Instagram, delete everything on Facebook, and not get rid of my accounts. That wasn't my idea. I wanted to rebrand myself as the woman that I wanted to be seen as, you know. I never got a chance to do that because God snatched those things away from me. I guess because I wasn't being obedient. So back to the dream. In the dream, I also heard everything must go. And it said, everything must go. It said, because where I am taking you, there's no place for these things. And it said, for me to remove all of the negative things out of my life to make room for the positive things. And it freaked me out. I got clear messages, guys. I heard it. So then God said to me, seek me. He said, seek me, Alicia. My spirit is in my word. So at this point in my dream, I'm super calm, but I'm super emotional. Like, and I'm looking, and I can feel like God was starting to really make me feel some kind of way. Like, so I hear the time is now. When I hear the time is now, I start to look around me. The ground that I'm on starts to shake. So the ground starts to like shake. So the ground is shifting. It reminds you of how like the ground starts to like split and almost break, right? So the ground is shifting and I'm thinking like, oh God, I'm going to hell, I guess. I don't know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? I'm confused. So I hear, this is the part that freaks me out. So I hear God say, you cannot come to me with unforgiveness in your heart. Alicia, you must forgive. Love holds no record of wrongdoings. So I immediately start to cry, and I'm weeping, and I'm weeping, and I'm weeping, and I'm weeping. I'm thinking to myself, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God, y'all. I'm thinking to myself, I'm thinking about my family, I'm thinking about people that hurt me, I'm thinking about everything. I'm like, oh my God. So the ground is shaking. The ground is shaking. And I'm hearing him saying, this is a spiritual warfare, right? Oh my God. Then he says to me, generational curses. I hear generational curses, generational curses, generational curses. And then it says, there are demons assigned to your generation and to your family to destroy your family. I'm telling y'all. I'm telling y'all. I'm telling y'all. I can't make this up. I hear clearly confession and forgiveness. So I'm thinking, what is it that I need to confess? What is it that I need to confess? And I realize he wants me to confess out of my mouth that I'm sorry to people that I may have hurt. And he wants me to confess out of my mouth that I forgive people that have hurt me. He wants me to confess it. Confession and forgiveness. And he wants me to forgive and release these things. So, mind you, the ground at this point is still shaking. Now, at this point, I can feel God's presence around me, but I can hear like laughing. And this is like the darkness that was coming up from underneath me. And I can hear laughing like hysterically, like like something was so funny. Laughing. And I can feel like my body being pulled on. And that's when I realized that this is the spiritual warfare. So I jump up out my sleep, and I'm freaking out, and I'm sitting there, and I'm like, oh my God, what was that? What was that? What was that? Like, what was that? Because I've never experienced anything like that. So I'm crying, and I'm crying, and I'm crying. And I hear God say to me, it was the same still voice. It said, in order for me to take you to the next spiritual level, it said, everything must go. Now, if you guys watched my video yesterday, I told y'all I felt like God was snatching everything out of my life and saying that, you know, this no longer serves you. This no longer serves you. This no longer serves you. So from having that conversation yesterday with you guys, and actually when I told y'all I was editing the video and then the screen went clear, and the whole time when I was editing, when I would say certain things, the sound was getting distorted. It was so freaky weird. Like, it was a spiritual thing, almost like it was paranormal. That's how it was to me. It was like something was coming through the video when I was talking to you guys. And I even put a clip on the video. I said, yo, something freakishly weird is going on. I said, the sound is getting distorted, and the light, I'm in a pitch black dark, and it will go bright, like, and it would go bright, and it would actually expose my room. Like, something freakishly weird was going on. It was so paranormal, like, but I know it was meant for me to get that video out to you guys. So I still got it out. You guys have to let me know if you heard the like distortion in my voice, if you watched the whole video, and did you see in the video where the light had came on. So guys, this dream was super, super deep. And it's Sunday. I'm about to get dressed, and I'm about to go to church. I'm going to vlog my experience at church. I want for you guys to know that there really is a spiritual warfare going on right now, and it's versus good and it's versus evil. And God is the way. Jesus Christ, God is the way. Jesus Christ is the only way. He is the way. He's the creator of all things. I want to make that be known and clear. I had to ask God to forgive me because our God is a jealous God. I had to ask him to forgive me for putting everything before him. You know what I'm saying? And I really had to pray and tell him to lead me and guide me and protect me. And I had to really plead the blood of Jesus all over me and all over my kids and my house and everything. Telling y'all, it's a real thing. And I also realized in all of this that I've been teaching my kids not to forgive, because if they see me upset with my family and not forgiving them, that I'm teaching them that it's okay not to forgive. So now I have to sit down with them and let them like watch VeggieTales or something that teaches them about what God says about forgiveness, and actually talk to them and tell them that we should forgive. In order for me to do that, I have to forgive. I have not spoke to my family yet, but I want to reach out to my family and just tell them that I'm sorry for anything it is that I've ever done to hurt anybody, and that, you know, I want to let them know that I forgive them for hurting me, and just really release all of these things, release everything that's negative so I can make room for the positive things that God wants to do in my life. Right now, I'm super emotional and super touched because I've never had a dream so vivid. I thought I was going to go to sleep and I was going to vision the life that I really wanted to have, but I ended up getting a visit from God. It's so crazy because I got this book months ago. No, I'm not lying to you guys. I probably got this book a year ago, and this book is called Knowing God. I've been reading this book, and it's basically telling you all about God and his word and how to build a personal relationship with him. And in my dream, he told me to seek him and to go to his word. He told me that specifically. So that is exactly what it is that I'm going to do. I don't know if I'm going to fast and pray. I don't know what's next, but I do know that I am going to spend the day off of social media and feed my spirit. And I'm going to actually continue reading this book and getting to know God for myself and building a personal relationship with him. I want to tell you also that it's a lot of deception with like all of these law of attraction videos and like certain meditations that they tell you to do and stuff like that. Like don't do that type of stuff, y'all, because it's a lot of ways you can open up the doors to the devil. I wasn't doing any of that meditating and like that, but I was interested in the angel numbers and stuff like that. I'm not sure how God really feels about that, so I'm not even indulging in that anymore. I am just going to seek him and let him lead me and guide me because he is the way. So this is me clearing my conscience because I've been telling you guys about angel numbers and just letting you know that don't make anything an idol. Don't worship anything outside of God, Jesus Christ. Be careful what you allow in your spirit, in your home, in your environment, because demons are a real thing and they are here to destroy us because they know God has a plan for us and the calling that he has on our life. So be very careful of the things that you allow into your life. Be careful of what you're reading. Be careful of who you're worshiping. Be careful who and what you are making your God. Be careful, y'all. Just simply put, be careful. Always pray and cover yourself with the blood of Jesus because you just never know when evil spirits is lurking and they're covering you or they're covering your family and covering your environment. Prayer has power. There is power in God's word. Seek him in all things. And I realized that something else he spoke to me about in my spirit was that we should seek him in all things and we should glorify him in all things. Like I can't be showing y'all this new place that I am in and not be glorifying God. Like everything should be acknowledging him. We should acknowledge him in all things. You know what I'm saying? So other than that, I guess we're just gloating or just doing everything for our own personal pleasures. So I can't do that anymore. God is a God of freedom. He's not the author of confusion, guys. So seek him. Make sure y'all tune in to my diary. Entry 2 will be dropping tonight or tomorrow because I might put this video out first and then drop that tomorrow. But stay tuned because it's going to be some new things over here on this channel. And God is working in a mighty and powerful way. And you guys do not want to miss it because I know he's using me. He's using me. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for your support. Make sure you comment down below. Continue to send me messages. I'm getting all your messages and comments from the last video. I love you guys. I know that you guys understand completely what I'm going through. But this is my spiritual journey. And a spiritual journey is very emotional. And it's not easy to change your life from the old to the new. So I appreciate all the love and support and continue to pray for me. And I will definitely do the same for you guys. So that is the end of this video. But always remember, the secret to success, put God first. Always be determined, and consistency is key. I love you guys so much. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, angels.